Imagine this. You've just gone through a breakup. It's tough, and while you're still processing it all, you can't help but wonder, what if the person who left you, the dumper, actually has some regrets? What if, deep down, they feel remorse, and they're even thinking about coming back? This idea might seem far-fetched, especially if they appeared certain about their decision. But here's the big question. Why would someone keep feelings of regret and a desire to reconnect a secret? Why wouldn't they just say something? In this video, we're diving into the surprising psychology of dumpers and why many of them, despite putting on a brave face, hold back these emotions. We'll look at the reasons they regret the breakup, what makes them want to come back, and why they often choose to keep it all hidden from the dumpee. If you've ever been dumped, or know someone who has, this could be an eye-opener. First, let's talk about regret. Regret can be a powerful emotion, and it's common for people who end relationships to feel some level of remorse afterward. But why, after all? They were the ones who chose to end things. Well, there are a few surprising reasons. 1. Fear of missing out on something special. Often, when someone ends a relationship, they don't realize the full impact of their choice right away. They may think they're making the right decision in the moment, but later, they may start thinking about what they're missing out on, the little things that made their relationship special, the fun times, or just having someone who truly understood them. This fear of missing out can weigh heavily on their minds and create feelings of regret. 2. Realizing their own mistakes. Sometimes, after a breakup, people begin to realize they may have been the problem, or at least part of it. They start thinking back to things they did wrong or moments when they acted unfairly. This can make them regret breaking up, as they start to see that their partner might not have been the problem after all. Instead, they might realize it was their own issues or fears that drove them away. 3. The grass isn't greener syndrome. Some people end a relationship thinking they can find something better, maybe someone who matches their ideal vision of a partner. But often, they discover that the grass isn't greener on the other side. In fact, it might not even come close to the connection they had with their ex. When this happens, regret can quickly follow as they start to wish they hadn't let go of someone who actually made them happy. Why they keep it a secret? But here's where things get complicated. Instead of admitting these regrets, many dumpers keep their feelings hidden. Why? Well, there are a few key reasons why they might choose to stay silent. 1. Pride and ego. Admitting regret and wanting to come back can feel like a big blow to someone's pride, especially if they were the ones who left. They may not want to look like they made a mistake or that they need someone back. To avoid this feeling of losing face, they choose to keep their true feelings under wraps and pretend they're just fine with their decision. 2. Fear of rejection. Ironically, even though they were the ones who did the rejecting, they're often afraid of facing rejection themselves. Imagine the risk of saying, "Hey, I actually want to try again," and then being told, "No, I've moved on." That's a tough pill to swallow. So instead of taking that risk, many dumpers choose to keep their regrets to themselves. 3. Avoiding emotional complications. Relationships can be complex, and reopening old wounds can lead to more drama, conflict, or painful emotions. Some dumpers might feel it's better to avoid stirring things up, so they stay quiet and try to move on without causing additional pain or confusion. Essentially, they don't want to rock the boat, even if it means keeping their true feelings hidden. 4. Fear of judgment. Dumpers often worry that if they admit they want to come back, people might judge them as unreliable or indecisive. This fear of judgment can make them feel trapped, as though it's better to just stick with their initial decision, even if they're unhappy about it. How regret plays out over time. Now, while some dumpers may hide their feelings immediately after the breakup, regret doesn't always stay hidden forever. Here's how it often plays out. 1. Delayed realization. Sometimes it takes weeks, months, or even longer for the full weight of regret to hit. Life may start feeling emptier without that person. Little by little, they might start missing the connection, the routine, and even the small, quirky moments that were unique to their relationship. 2. Seeing their ex moving on. Nothing brings up feelings of regret quite like seeing an ex-partner happy and moving on. When a dumper realizes their ex has found peace or even someone new, it can trigger a flood of emotions. It's common for dumpers to experience intense regret at this point, and sometimes this is when they reach out, feeling they might miss their chance forever. 3. Personal growth and clarity. In some cases, dumpers realize that they've changed or grown since the breakup. This newfound growth can lead them to see their past relationship in a new light and think, maybe I wasn't ready back then, but I am now. These moments of clarity can make them want to reconnect. It's important to remember that not all dumpers experience regret or the desire to come back, and even those who do might never reach out. But the reasons they keep these feelings hidden often have more to do with fear, pride, and self-preservation than a lack of emotions. Regret and remorse are common after breakups, but admitting these feelings takes vulnerability, which can be challenging for many people. If you're dealing with a breakup or are curious about the psychology behind them, I hope this gives you some valuable insights. Understanding why dumpers often keep their regret hidden can be empowering, especially if you're struggling to move on. Remember, everyone's journey is different, and sometimes the best closure is knowing that their silence doesn't necessarily mean they're unaffected. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on relationships, personal growth, and understanding emotions. See you in the next video.